Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Lego the Movie, the video game. Let's continue. So I'm gonna have to immediately jump into the options menu again, just to see if the settings, one, sticked, and to see what I could maybe turn down. Because I really looked, and we're still having issues, and there's not really anything here that tells me to turn things down. So the good news is settings did save on, and then the next thing I would have to do is I imagine turn off the motion blur. It would be our next step. And then shadow quality down to medium, then shader quality down to medium. Actually, let's do shader, then shadow. And we're going to have to go through this whole process and just continuously try this until we found what works for us. Here we've got a pile of Legos that have a slide back. Of the many errors that people were complaining about, which there really wasn't one, that's the wrong word, by far. That's a huge exaggeration. I saw lagginess in the cutscenes, which frankly the entire movie seemed like it was laggy. Ooh, do I want to buy anything with studs? Not right now. Have to kind of get around here. That very well may have been considered a bug by many, because that character was just in the way, making it difficult for Wildstyle to jump on the wall, which her ability to jump on walls is definitely going to be required to get out of there. We're in the open world again, so we know there are at least open world sections, but when you look at the number of gold bricks, we have 3 of 70. And there's only 20 red bricks and 75 instruction sets, and we now see there's only 14 more levels. So this is one of these Lego games that could have been combined with a second Lego game.
I forgot my drill again.
Where'd you leave it this time?
I want to say it's somewhere. Yeah, it's definitely somewhere.
Fine.
Hey, bud, you got a drill with you? My friend here forgot his.
I've narrowed its location down to somewhere.
So she...
Hey, someone who remembered their drill.
So
Hey,
this will probably
thanks,
get
buddy.
me an instruction set. And the octane save symbol in the lower right corner is still giving us trouble. And see, this is just going back into this main plaza section. And so this might be the entire open world here. Really, really small, if that's the case, but it feels like that may very well be the case. Well, no, this isn't going to be the entire open world section. I'm pretty certain of that, because we are going to like what is this? No, that's for probably Yuma Kitty. They haven't ridden a car. Press A or right trigger to accelerate. Well, this is some standard garbage Lego driving, if I've ever felt it. Look at the number of people. It went up. That's nice. See if I come in here. Nothing. And this is a construction set that Emmet would need necessarily have to do. Yeah, that car drives a little bit better. Seems like we're having a smooth experience now. So maybe just turning it up to 60 frames per second helped it. The other thing I did, which I want to be honest, so I want to admit this, is I closed my Chrome web browser, which does have a massive amount of web pages open, and I'm wondering maybe it's been causing problems, and not just this game, but many others possibly. I'm not ready to say that's for certain the case, but I am gonna have to keep that under consideration and start closing my web browser before playing games. I heard an interesting story about how Chrome and all web browsers will auto-save the tabs and web pages you have open over and over again, which wears down your SSD cards, hard drives. That's a Lord business thing. So leaving things like that open is probably a bad idea for multiple reasons. You just always are going to get this collection of studs. Interesting. But we don't need to spend too much time here, and I don't think I would be able to collect the other instruction sets. So let's see what happens here. This is where the game wants us to go. So this is a full tutorial on the Octane instead of Octane. Yep.
Wake up, wake up.
Good morning, apartment.
Wake up.
Back to
Where did you
the
find the
cutscenes, so we'll see how this plays.
The piece of resistance.
I don't. Where am I?
Now it's totally laggy in the cutscenes too.
And dumb, master builder.
No,
Liar.
See, that's nothing but the game's engine itself.
I watch a lot of cop shows on TV.
The fact that
Isn't there supposed to also be a
they can't even play a
Isn't there
video.
supposed to be a good cop?
Oh yes, but we are not done yet.
Hi, buddy. I'm your friendly neighborhood police officer. Would you like a glass of water?
Yeah, actually. That's
Too bad. Security cameras picked up this. You were found at the construction site convulsing
So-
with a strange piece.
That's disgusting.
Then why is it permanently stuck to your back?
Oh, wow! Get it off me! Get it off me! Ah, oh, come on, it's chasing me!
I can't break him. Take
But
him
I
to the
mean, you
melting
can't
chamber.
blame anything but the engine, and it's just so badly programmed or so badly ported, it can't even play a video. There's no reason for that.
I'm here to rescue you, sir.
Yeah, I remember. I'd forgotten she called him sir, though,
Look out!
for a big part of the movie.
We've got to deal with these robots.
Sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can do that.
So, honestly though,
Knock out that
even
missile launcher.
just like 2 levels into this, I think you're much better off just watching the Lego movie and being done with it. Anytime you're gonna have bad performance, it just creates the negative feeling, and video games are all about making positive feelings, and how you're gonna have that when you're having to struggle, when you're having to work through mistakes of the game makers doing. Is there something here? Nope. Bad cop would need to sit there. So bad cop can do something with spinning chairs. Interesting. These cameras see me, but they don't seem like they have any ability to do anything. Only turrets and characters with laser abilities can destroy gold objects, and I bet we'll have to play in free play mode for that. Let's see.
You're building without instructions?
Very funny, sir.
So we'll build this.
This laser should be able to destroy it, sir.
We don't have an infinite spawning number of enemies, or if they are gonna respawn, they're gonna take their sweet time about it because there's the only guy and he's just standing over there. Go ahead and cut a doorway here. And is there anything else to hit besides this?
Wow! Are we gonna get in trouble for that?
The laser can cut through or destroy any gold Lego bricks.
See, and if they had done a good job on this part, introducing Lego games to another generation, and it's locked up again, that in particular would have been nice because there is a decent combination, and it's locked up again. It's like moving one screen over, moving one screen right. What would that be? That would be textures, you would say. So I'll turn motion blur off and lower the quality, and we'll just continuously have to lower the quality over and over again.
An instruction page. We should look for more of these.
Good idea, sir. We can find out what the enemy is planning.
Yes, that's exactly why I need them. There's a cracked support beam in here.
Can you drill through it, please?
Should I really be doing that?
If you prefer, we could just wait for some more robots.
I guess a bit of drilling can't hurt.
Interesting, she said please there. It's really strange as an adult because young kids are usually told to say please and thank you and mind their manners and all of that. And then by the time you're full-on adult, you've already had your rebellious youth of teenagers and your rebellious potentially youth of college, and you've probably forgotten any manners whatsoever by the time you're out of college. Now certainly jobs and service industry people will be retrained
really
to
acrobatic.
say those
That's
things,
nice.
but they
Thank you, sir.
don't mean it, certainly.
I'll see if I can get into the room over there, sir.
Oh, does she have a long jump ability? Oh, yes. She has
Sir,
a wall
I'm
run.
gonna need your drilling expertise again.
Can you give me a hand getting up there then?
So go ahead and push this and we'll be able to build something. What'll be interesting to see is can he build without instructions right now? Let's see, let's get rid of this guy. No, he just sits here and he goes, I don't know. And it seems like he started to build something, but he built something different.
Come on up, sir. Can you drill through the roof?
Yeah, although the last time I did that I was almost fired.
Seems like we're gonna use this drilling ability more than we probably should, since I don't
Did you
recall
say
it
something?
being a
Nope.
big
Okay.
part
I
of
guess it was
the
nothing.
movie. And looking at our special bar filled up, it looks like we're close to halfway done.
There's another instruction page behind that window.
We have to get a way out of here, though. So we had to break that to get to this point to get back up. Interesting. That felt like a point where little kids might get stuck. And then the laser just locks in. This system is still not perfect because the sharp edges are easy to get stuck on. But it works pretty good now. And of course this was the Iron Man's laser ability in LEGO Marvel Superheroes, which I suspect must have come out right after this? That doesn't make sense though.
All right, let's take a look at
The
what these
timing
instructions are
seems
for.
wrong. That LEGO Avengers would be after LEGO the movie. But LEGO Marvel may have been LEGO Marvel Superheroes may have been their main focus, and this may have been the B team, which it always feels like that. It feels like half of the people who half of the games are made by this secondary team that just doesn't really know how to make the game work well. But then again, this game very well may run perfectly fine and be good on an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Wii or whatever other unit. What am I looking for? Yes. I gotta be more careful here. One of the other bugs that people were complaining about, and I think rightfully, is it seemed like you can't even play this game past the first level if you don't do the puzzle with the speakers in a specific order, it seems.
A giant ladder? Are you sure you built it right, sir?
Yeah, I built it
And-
right.
Well, let's climb it anyway. The exit's up there.
Here I'm holding down the B button and it's working instead of tapping the B button. That's good to know. That works. It seems like you can't do the dance section without an Xbox controller plugged in on PC too. So that's something to consider.
We better stay up here, sir.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if I'm even going to get out of this room. Seems like this entire level might just be escaping this one section. And so Emmet's gonna have the piece de resistance. No, it's not piece de resistance, it's piece of resistance. Stuck to his back, I guess, for the rest of the game. Or most of the rest of the game. Yep. And a lot of swapping back and forth here for storyline reasons. That's fine. LEGO games in general still have that problem of being very different than most video games, where that you'd have one main character who's the special, quite figuratively and literally, in the sense that you wouldn't switch between different characters in almost any other story or game. Oh, she jumped. And see, she grabbed onto the sparkly pink things. I like the sparkle here. That helps differentiate the sections here, but it wouldn't work in any other game to be that sparkly, probably.
There's the exit, sir.
And so if I could use this drill, I could get through there, but that probably is just an extra section. Part of the problem with Wild Style is in the movie she's designed to be ridiculously acrobatic, and it was just a design decision to show off some acrobatics in LEGO form, as if that is actually that interesting. I mean, acrobatics not done by an actual human, or simply simulated animations or whatever. But in video game form, you then run into the problem of simply not having enough power in your own video game design to match.
Wait up! I need to fix the junction box down here.
Oh, she got electrocuted. So she can't do the wall run until he fixes the junction box. That's good to know. And he can't get up there still. So the ladder was really only for her benefit. Good thing she knocked it down. Because if she had fallen before I knocked it down, probably would have had to run the whole way through.
Watch out below, sir.
The music's kind of coming in and going
fix it?
out
Sure.
way too fast and not in a smooth process. So I will have to start just kind of focusing on criticizing this game other than its bugginess. I mean, that's, since we already know it's buggy, it's already down to a level of most kids shouldn't play this on PC. Maybe they should play this game on some other system if they know it's good. So that's the next question, is I'll have to decide whether the game is worth playing it at all, and I'm not certain there's going to be enough here for it. It may be better just to watch the movie one more time.
Oh, sir, you're brilliant. We'll build a motorcycle out of the alleyway.
Funny story. Not my first time in a trash can.
See, locking up here when nothing is happening. Literally nothing is happening. And yet it's locking up. And in the menu it's locking up. Which tells me that, frankly, I shouldn't even bother adjusting effects. I just should, like, if I turn bloom off and we do shadow quality and this at low and depth of field at off, this is the ultimate low settings. Let's see, if one of those was clearly the problem, we may get to the rest of through the rest of this game. The remaining 13 levels plus all the free play. Lego cat there. Emmet's got a trash can on his head. Conform. There's a whole section here with a black lock on it, so I imagine that's probably Lord Business has to be in free play to do that. What's this? Ah, save and continue. We have not seen those up to this point either. So there was no save in the first level. That is strange. That is incredibly strange that the game would not even let you save after playing the first level. Oh, it certainly auto-saved in a couple of places. But to introduce it. That being said, it's kind of stupid that there is a save and continue sections in any of the game. That just kind of tells me that there's probably more to this level than I think, and I kind of don't believe that. Since Emmet has this over his head, he can't crack either one of those, so those are free play things. So this is not very Lego-y at all, and it feels almost like this is the beginning of Lego Dimensions 2, the 1, 2, 3, because there's 3 connectors on Lego Dimensions, which that was one of the major complaints on Steam, was why isn't Lego Dimensions on PC?
How are you doing that?
And it is a very valid complaint, but I'm also like thinking to myself, should they bother to bring it to PC if they're going to do a bad job with it? But then I can't really believe that argument, because if they're focusing a lot of attention as far as making Lego games
It's not finished,
in
sir.
Lego Dimensions versus
Sir, can you
making
draw out
their
some more
own
bricks for me?
games.
Well, it's kind of
So-
breaking the rules, but okay.
When you have entire characters in entire games like Portal and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them and Sonic and Doctor Who and The Wizard of Oz and let's see what else is in Lego Dimensions that have not had any kind of game on PC, it's very irritating. So now that he has the
Thank you,
thing
sir.
off his head, and then we have the lockup. So then, let's see. All the effect settings have been turned off as low as possible, and we have a lockup here. And it's obviously now we know it's not that. It's not the fact that I had Chrome open, which I seriously doubted it was going to be that. So low textures at 29 hertz. Let's see. And like, why would I even do that? So low textures now. Maybe that is a factor. Is that just low textures have to be in the game? Ah, he jumped on barbed wire. It's the rings of barbed wire. That's not how it works, but interesting nonetheless to see in Lego. Yeah, so there's been a lot of characters that have gotten levels, or at least there's been minifig 3D models of those characters that have been playable and in Lego Dimensions, and to be totally left out of that because I am not equipped right now to play video games on anything but PC and cover them. I could certainly play them on a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and then come back and just
pull this down.
tell people
Okay,
about
that
it,
should be
but that
enough.
would be very boring video, not very informative, to just have to give a speech about my experience on a potentially 20-hour, 10, 15-hour game. And then there's, of course, as I'm approaching 2017, I'm recording this slightly before 2017 started. This will probably air in 2017. It's starting to look somewhat like Lego Dimensions is losing some gusto, simply because Skylanders and what was the other one? Disney Infinity is completely out of business, and Skylanders hasn't done anything
It's cool.
while that has been that interesting.
That did fit.
So the whole Toys to Life concept, I think, is on the way out. It's not. In fact, yeah. I'm not hearing any Toys to Life big interest for the Christmas season, and this one, the 2016 Christmas season, is probably going to be the end of it.
Jump on!
For
Broken a lot of
Lego
laws and a
Dimensions.
lot of things in the last minute.
Let's go!
Will you please tell me what is happening?
I'm rescuing you, sir. You're the one the prophecy spoke of.
Now, is this the movie or is this
You're the
in
special.
game?
You found the piece of resistance, and the prophecy states that you're the most important, most talented,
This
most
is in
interesting,
game.
and most extraordinary person in the universe. That's you, right?
Yes, that's me.
Great, you drive.
What?
Yeah, this is totally in game. In-game cutscene.
How do I steer? Keep it together, Emmett. Keep it together.
So I can control Emmet, but he's not doing anything. So play as wild style. You have to. Looks like
Sir,
we've
can you do
almost got
something
the
about that
special.
van firing at us?
I'll try.
What van? That van that didn't show up yet?
Hey, the bike is shooting lasers. Should it be doing that?
That's it, sir. Keep firing.
There you go. I bet there's some kind of collectibles somewhere over here. If I fire all around in the wrong places. Typically that is the case in these things, but no, this seems like not really the case. It's like I can't hit these other cars.
Hey! I did it!
And so we made it to the special. Now she can jump over here. And
Sir,
she can jump
there's
over
another
here.
one.
And then we switch back.
I need to get closer to those vehicles in front of us, sir.
Okay. Let me try something. I'm gonna lose my driver's license over this.
So now she's gonna build something.
Hey, what? Wow! What are you
I
doing?
thought it was gonna
Hey,
give us
this
a
isn't meant to be
a regular
convertible.
cutscene, but frankly, all of the cutscenes should be in-game cutscenes. It makes no sense whatsoever to show the movie sections at all. It's a break from two different,
If you
slightly
fall off,
different
I'll try not
animation
to run you
styles.
over.
Alright.
Sir, I need you to shoot the valve on the back of this truck.
You want me to shoot lasers into a fuel tanker that you're holding onto?
That's right, sir.
I'm not taking the blame for whatever happens next.
This will be interesting.
Whoa. Hey, wait up!
I had to hit X to in a slow motion cutscene there. But, and now we've got another slow motion thing I missed. Ooh. So you have to hit X when they start to show up. So I'm supposed to do 4 to get something. I bet there's 3. Is there going to be another one, or did I miss one? I think I missed one.
You
And
might
see,
wanna
that's
keep
slowing
back. This
down.
thing's about to blow.
Should you still be holding onto the side of it then?
Is she supposed to just jump over on here? Maybe she's supposed to just hit Y. Like, what is... So you don't jump there, you just climb. It's kind of surprising. This is a better sequence in video game form than it is in the movie form. Because
Aim for the back of that
the
truck,
chase
sir.
wasn't super long. In the movie. Here it can be expanded into a much more interesting turn of events. Come on. Then hop on here. And she climbs on top, which usually most characters in LEGO climb from below. And this is interesting that there's no indicators that she can jump. She's just hitting,
Sir, watch
I'm
out.
just
They've blocked
hitting
the road
A.
up ahead.
Uh-oh! Whoa!
It's all right, sir. I'm safe.
That's great! Am I?
So now I've got a
Pick on something your own size.
rocket launcher that's
Sir,
slow to
you need
reload.
to shoot those rockets out of the air before they hit you.
There we go. Let's go and switch to the other guy and see. His guns are not rockets, so I get blown up. And if you just hit the guns on top of them, then immobilized. Now take these guys out. I have to use the cannon to hit that one though.
Thank you!
I can see something in the back of that truck. Sir, shoot the back door for me, will ya?
It's a Lego truck.
Well, that hunch really paid off, didn't it?
And see, this is like, I can spin on a dime and that's it. And when I hit A, like, if I'm facing sideways, I still go backwards. If I'm facing forwards, I go forwards. So there's some rather limited controls here, but I'm not super upset with that because I don't think falling off and dying and having to try is
Sir,
super
I can't make that
interesting.
jump.
That very nearly smushed me.
That was perfect, sir.
And the game locks up again.
Yep, it was exactly how I planned it.
Like, and it locks up again. Why? Why does it lock up here? What happened there? Did it load in a new texture for the logs? And that's the problem?
Sir, I have a plan. We need to make a ramp to get over those SWAT vans. So you need to destroy all the cars on that transport.
So when we look at the options, I don't think there's anything else we can do. We can go down to 29 hertz. That's it. And then everything below that is just lower the resolution to the default resolution and play it that way. Which, let's see, reset the defaults, I guess. And let's see what that does. That's 768 at 1024 60 hertz. We'll change it to 16 by 9 to stretch it out. And accept. And then effects settings. Everything is on high. Except, so let's reset that to defaults. Shader quality and all that's back to high, but everything else is off. And then the audio volume stayed the same, subtitles stayed on. Split screen, dynamic, maybe that would be an issue, but it doesn't, I don't think so. Why it would do split screen at all since only one player is playing. But see, that's not 16 by 9. That's 4 by 3.
Shoot the last car, sir.
So,
When I tell you to, sir, you'll need to thwart.
This bike has a throttle, not an accelerator. Will that be a problem?
Very funny, sir.
So the weird thing here is it didn't change it to 16 by 9, even though I told it to. So we're at the full defaults now. Now, of course, I'm still recording at 1080p, so it is probably just stretching out the video or you're seeing black bars. And we'll have to see maybe at the end of the level if it fixes that. So, why did we unlock Ice Cream Joe? That's the question. So, again, probably a pretty decent level there. How long did we go? We went about 40 minutes. So most Lego game levels are only like 20 minutes. So, and you have closer to 20, 25, even 30 levels. Here where you have 15, I think, and at 40 minutes, that actually means this game might be a little bit longer than you would think. They probably made a mistake there. They could have probably broken up some sections, and if I still feel that they should take out this whole element of telling you all the things you collected and just let you play all the way through the story, particularly if they're going to maintain the save and continue elements in the game, because they should just really well, ideally you'd play through the entire story and then it would say you got all these things and now you can go back to each little section. So in this level, for example, the escape was one section, the alleyway was one section, the first half of the race or escape on the road is one way, and then the second half of that. You could easily have had 4 different mini levels broken up there, and that's what Lego Batman 3 eventually did, is that they had levels and then subsections of levels so that you could find all the collectibles. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this program and then run back into it and see if that fixes the 16:9, and then we'll continue from that point. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.